for that matter as well. And so we will be looking into the top performers and, of course, looking into the top gainers and those that lost on the market yesterday. And then later on, we'll be having Mr. Zach Chisesi, who is, of course, from one of the fund managers known as UAP Old Mutual. And we'll be talking about the key performance indicators of the unit trust. Now, the unit trust is something that has been around for quite some time in Uganda and has gained popularity and interest, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, given the reports from the Capital Markets Authority that indicated over a 47% growth in the savings that people have in the unit trust. So we'll be talking about some key indicators of performance and also how attractive these and why have the unit trusts or collective investment schemes become so attractive. Definitely, we'll be having that later on in the last hour of the show. But for now, let's have a look at the stock market as of yesterday. Now, looking into the tickers here, the counters that performed on the top of the table yesterday by the close of the market are, of course, led by Bank of Baroda Uganda, who appreciated by value of 6.25%, closing the market with a stock price of 85 Ugandan shillings. Now, if you recall, Bank of Baroda stepped down from 85 to 80 Uganda shillings at the beginning or even towards the end of the month of June, where it was trading at 85 for quite some time, but later on dropped to 80. And now yesterday it picked up to a price of 85, closing the market yesterday, and that indicated a 6.25% appreciation in price for Bank of Baroda Uganda. We'll be looking into the Bank of Baroda company later on, what it is, what it's all about, and its roots in terms of investment. Then we have Centum Investment. Centum Investment also went up by 1.47%, which indicated a price shift to a price of 319.9 Ugandan shillings. Centum is cross-listed from Kenya, definitely, and it's one of the counters on the market that have seen quite some movement in price for the past couple of days towards an increase. Then East African Breweries Limited also came out at a 0.25% appreciation in price, closing the market at a price of 4,478.6. Definitely East African Breweries also is one of the companies that has had movements in price here and there over the past few days, and now we are seeing it coming in at a 4,478 shillings mark at the close of the market yesterday. Now, the market is open and these prices could change anytime. And so this is based on the data closing the markets yesterday at 1 p.m. But definitely these are also the opening prices. So if you want to trade on one of these counters, be prepared to part at least with figures around the ones on the board right now. Kenya Airways also appreciated to a price of about by about 0.25%. To a price of 122.52. Now, Kenya Airways also is one of the people that have been on a consecutive gain after about 2 days, starting the week with around 120. And then, of course, around Wednesday, he went up to 121. Now, of course, as we wind up the week, we are seeing him in figures of over 122.52 Ugandan shillings. And now yesterday's market indicates that Kenya went up by 0.25%. MTN Uganda also was another gainer. Now MTN, very interestingly, this is, I think, the fourth day in a row this week. The third day is in just a week's time of gaining. And he came back with a gain of 0.09% there on the market as of yesterday. On the losing side, we had a couple of losers on the market, and from the bottom, they were led by Wumeme. Wumeme continues to lose after yesterday's loss, and now still we're seeing him coming down to a price of 210. Ugandan shillings, which was a 6.67% daily loss yesterday. And we are seeing Umeme come down. Even this is the second day in a row after, of course, coming out as a loser on the market yesterday. He's still coming down, and we're seeing him currently at 210, opening the market this morning at 9 a.m. And we are waiting to see if he will pick up, but we are seeing a steady decline in price for Umeme Limited on the stock market. National Insurance Corporation is at 6 cents, has also dropped by 3.23% from 6.2 Ugandan shillings to 6 Ugandan shillings, which is something also to be able to look into and see why these prices are moving in a way they are moving. Definitely tomorrow, probably we will have officials from the Uganda Security Exchange to tell us a little bit more of how these counters and why the counters are performing the way they are performing. Also, Stanbic Bank Uganda went down by 2.28% to a price of 21 Ugandan shillings. All these are counters that are domestically listed on the Uganda Securities Exchange, and they have registered a significant decline in price. And due to these declines of these three counters, Umeme, a national insurance company, Stanbic Bank Uganda, we are also seeing the all share index go down yesterday. It went down by a couple of points, and definitely due to the decline in price by these probably these three counters. But also the cross listed from Kenya, there are also some losses. Cross listings like the Jubilee Holdings Limited, who went down by 1.95% to a price of 7,821.56, meaning he's out of the 8,000 bracket now into the 7,000. That is also quite significant there for Jubilee Holdings Limited. And then down to Nation Media Group at 607.81, witnessed a loss of 1.56%. That is Nation Media Group for you. And we will be also looking into why some of these companies are also declining. But KCB also at 0.93% witnessed a loss of 0.93% to a price of 1,340.38. Those are some of the counters that lost and gained on the market, as we have seen Bank of Baroda coming up on top and Umeme coming out at their bottom. Definitely, we will definitely have to see why this is the way it is later on after a very short break. When we return, we look into Bank of Baroda stock. How has Bank of Baroda performed over the past couple of years? When was it listed? Is it something that shareholders should be worried about investing, or it is something that is actually going to create value for shareholders in the near future? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.